This question comes to us from Van Gott in Sun Lakes, Arizona. And he wants to know, how the heck can I figure out how far to get set up from the ball? Am I too far? Am I too close? Well, a lot of the reason that people struggle with distance from the ball is they don't understand a couple of things. One, they don't understand how to set the club up into the ball. What is the correct way to set it up? And they also don't understand what balance is in their body. So what is balance in your body? Well, if I stand here and I'm looking straight ahead and I have a club on my back, I laugh, I just saw of an article in Golf Digest that said, you get set up like this, and what you want to do is leave your pelvis, your hips right over top of your ankles, and lean your upper body forward so you go out onto the balls of your feet. Well, maybe I'm missing something, but in all the physiology and everything I've done, as soon as you go out onto the balls of your feet, all your structural muscles tighten. And now you're off balance. You're too much this way. You're going to tend to take the club inside. So what is balance? Well, I'm going to set up here. I put the club here. My toes are quiet. My ankles are right over my knees are right over my ankles. And then what am I going to do? I just push my hips back. So I'm still stable in the middle of my feet. So you're counterbalancing things. Here, everything's right on top of each other. As soon as my upper body starts to lean forward, if something doesn't move back, I am off balance relative to the dynamics of balance. So one, it's understanding this. Two, here's what I've always used. First of all, once you get your grip, the first thing you set into the ball is the club and the club face, because that's what you hit the ball with. That's not what most people do. They come up, they try to figure out how close to get to the ball, and then they try to set the club in, and it doesn't work. So here's how I do it. I get my grip, and then I let this happen. I let the weight of the club kind of drop. Now, because my grip's correct, all of a sudden, this wrist stops the club. It won't go any further. And there's not a lot of tension, but I just go like that. So I got the club face good. I let the club drop. Now, the first thing I'm going to do, I've got my right foot here. All I do is I keep that relationship and I set the club into the ball. So I set this up. So now I've set the club up in my left arm. Now once that's set up, then I set my body up to fit that so I'm on balance. And that determines my distance from the ball. So it's one, set the club in, get the club face aimed, get the club face set up, get this relationship set up correctly, and then I set my body up to fit the club. And then from there I go ahead and make a swing. Now let's change clubs. So now we have a significantly longer club. So what's going to change? Well, I'm going to be a little further away from the ball, but what's going to determine that? Well, I got the ball sitting there. I do the same thing. I get this, but now when I bend, see, this lines up, but where my 7-iron I was about here, now I'm about there, but this relationship's pretty much the same. So once I set the club up, I set my body up to fit, I'm on balance, and then from there, then I go ahead and make a swing from there. So again, with this club, get my grip, let the weight of the club line flatten this out, because when you swing a club, what's going to happen is the weight of the club is going to pull your arm. So you want to set that in first or get close to it. So I do that, then I set the club in, then I set my body up to fit on balance, and then I make a swing from there. So that way I'm consistently set up relative to the club, on balance and the right distance from the ball. So what really is a golf swing? What do you really have to do to be a good player? A lot of people are out there putting a lot of time into it, but the time you're putting and the things you're practicing may not be what you need. So what is it that you need? That's what this is all about. It's about understanding what a golf swing is and the process of how you learn it. I look forward to helping you reach your potential in the game. I know you're going to have a lot of fun with it.